Swing number 2 tournament in Choctaw, Oklahoma. We are at Bala Sports Complex, Field 6, and looks like I may have gotten a little bit lucky with the net. Figured out some weird way to just maneuver it around just enough to get it going and not have a whole lot of net in the way. So we'll see how long that lasts, but it's going right now. Thanks for joining us on Facebook and YouTube. Just a reminder to everybody that after tomorrow, all of our games will be exclusively on YouTube moving ahead. My name is Pedro Claudio, and we are about to get underway here in Choctaw as Drive is looking to go 3-0 in the day. And they've got a shot with Rebels 09X, who last week they tied 5-5. So definitely a chance to make that happen again. We are going to be the visitors for this contest as we get ready to get underway here. We're about to get underway here as Rebels look ready to go, or at least they're getting ready to go here. And more than likely, we're going to have the same start to the lineup that we've had. Bella, Tinley, Turbo, Tessa. But we'll see whether or not that's the case. Last game of pool play. With a win, Drive is guaranteed to start no earlier than 2:20 p.m. tomorrow in single elimination play, and they'll only have to win 2 games to win the championship. So we're about to get underway here in Choctaw. And we'll build the lineup with you. Bella steps into the plate, and Tinley is on deck. So the first pitch to Bella, way high, and we are underway here in Choctaw for the next 55 minutes or so. Let's enjoy the drive. Swung on and drilled into left field. That's down for a hit. Bella's got extra bases. It's a matter of how many she's going to get. She's around second, coming to third, and she's going to have a stand-up triple to start the contest. Great way to start it as Bella starts with a stand-up triple. That's going to bring up Tinley. Leadoff triple to start the contest, just how Drive wants to get going. Runners on base to lead off the game. First pitch to Tinley. A little bit high for a ball. It's 1-0. Turbo's on deck. Swung on, hit softly but foul. Count moves to 1-1. Just a soft dribbler. So far, my little net solution's holding up. I'll take it. Thanks for joining us again on both Facebook and YouTube. The last weekend of Facebook. Hit on the ground. That's fair. Long throw. Gets her out. It's an RBI ground out. But drives on the board with a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. That's going to bring Turbo up to the plate. Tessa's going to follow her. First pitch to Turbo, way high. 1-0. So drive ahead, 1-0. But know that they need to get as many runs as possible here. Turbo asking for time as she gets settled in the box. Second time that pitchers haven't been paying attention to that. That one on the inside corner for a strike, and it's 1-1. Drive came into the spring season with only 4 wins. Actually, 3 wins, I'm sorry. And they're looking for their 3rd win of the day. That ball is hard hit. Nice stag by the shortstop to get the out. That's 2 away. That brings up Tessa. Not sure why it didn't show 2 outs there, but Tessa comes to the plate with 2 outs, a run in. First pitch, swung on and missed. That was way outside. It's 0-1. So Tessa facing an 0-1 count. On the inside corner for a strike, and it's now 0-2 quickly. So Tessa facing an 0-2 count. Had 2 hits in the last contest. Stepped towards it. Didn't offer it the change. It's now 1-2. The 0-2, 1-2. Swung on. Hit, line drive to the second baseman. That ends the inning. Drive gets a run. But leave the bases empty. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Drive leading 1-0. Let's go over the defensive alignment for Drive in this contest. Bella is pitching. Natalie behind the plate. Ryan at first, Tessa at second, Turbo at third, or Turbo at shortstop, Tinley at third. First pitch. Bella kind of slips. And it's 1-0. Batter shows bunt. It pulls up. It's up in the air. Oh no. It's dropped. That's an error. He was in the glove of Natalie, and we dropped it. Runner aboard. We got to shake that off and get back at it. But that was right in her glove, and it popped right out. That's an error. One aboard. First pitch. Down low for a ball. 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. Not sure why the throw was to second. Tessa went there to cover, but that's a fielder's choice reach. That runner was going on the pitch. London didn't catch it cleanly, and thus it made it a lot harder to get somebody at second. May have had a chance to get somebody at first, but maybe not. First pitch inside. There's now runners on first and second with nobody out, and two questionable plays on the infield or by the defense have runners on first and second when we probably should have two outs. Swung on and fouled out of play. It's now 1-1. Drive needs to take a moment and just group themselves because we're giving extra outs to the other team, and this is exactly how Drive has sabotaged themselves in way too many ball games this season. The 1-1. Swung on and hit in the air. That's going to drop in the right field for a hit. Oh, it gets past Neely in the right field, and now we got runners coming home, and it ends up being a double. It's actually a single with an error. But the game's already tied at 1. There's runners on second and third. And Drive needs to take a moment and just collect themselves because they're just not playing with any fire right now defensively. First pitch, the next batter fouled away, and it's 0-1. Next pitch, just inside. No doubting what the call is from the umpires. I appreciate that very much. Right down the middle for a strike. It's 1-2. That changeup buckled her. So one in, runners on second and third, nobody out. And that's strike 3. One away. Drive needed that badly. No time to get complacent here. A loss puts them in an earlier game tomorrow. First pitch fouled. First pitch was fouled away. The count moves to 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on, hit in the air. Tessa dives for it. Excuse me. Tessa dives for it. Everybody stayed put, but it's an infield single. Good effort from Tessa. Nobody scores, but bases are now loaded with only one down. Hit on the ground, foul. Force at home right now exists. Anybody from drive getting a grounder on the infield just needs to throw it to the catcher, and the catcher just needs to tag home base to get the out. That one's fouled to the back. Quickly 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Oh, that's bounced in. Nice stop by Madeley. Keep the ball from going back to the backstop. Backstop here, not far behind home plate, only about 10 foot. And it's a brick wall. If it gets hit, it can go anywhere. Swung on and missed. That's strike 3, and there's 2 away. Defense can move back to standard depth. Only need to get 1 out at any base. So 2 away here. On the outside corner for a strike. Starts the next batter. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Foul to the backstop. You can see how it just hit that concrete backstop. It popped right back. It's 0-2. Depending on the movement of the ball, if it gets past there, it can go anywhere. The 0-2. Hit on the ground is short. Through the glove of Turbo. 2 runs are coming to score. And that one's out before the run comes. 1 run comes in. That was out at third. The second run had not crossed the plate. So while that's an error on Turbo, the throw in from Natalie, the third, gets the last out of the inning. Only 1 run comes in, and we move to the top of the second inning, drive trailing 2-1. First pitch to Taylor in the top of the second inning, high and outside for a ball, 1-0. Next pitch. Foul and out of play. Count moves to 1-1. That next pitch. And there went my net. Count moves to 1-2. So bear with me as I try to get this back in a good spot. 1-2. Oh gosh. That went right to the pitcher. I'm glad she caught it. As hard as that was smashed, I'm glad she's caught it. Taylor's out one away. More importantly, that pitcher's alive. We're back in action from a net standpoint. That was a scary moment there. One away. Ryan, the batter. That was just smashed. High velocity. Good reflexes by the pitcher. One away. Hit on the ground softly to the pitcher. Who bobbles it. Picks it up and has enough time to throw Ryan out. 2 away. Natalie comes to the plate with 2 down and nobody aboard. Been making some good contact today. We need to get some runners on here. Down 2-1. Swung on. Fouled off to the left side. It's 1-0. 0-1. I mean, excuse me. 0-1. That's up high, 1-1. Drive trying to get a third victory today. That's high, 2-1. Third victory would put them in no worse than the 2 seed. And have to play no earlier than 2:20 tomorrow afternoon. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Natalie facing a 2-2 count. Swung on and popped up. And caught by the catcher. Nice play by the catcher at the end of the inning. Drive doesn't score. We move into the bottom of the second inning. Drive trailing 2-1. First pitch of the bottom of the second inning, in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Next pitch hit on the ground to Tessa. He picks it up and throws it for the out. Nice play by Tessa to get the out. One away. Sorry, folks. I don't know what's going on. First pitch fouled back. My scoring's not wanting to sync up with this. Oh, I think we got it right. We're at 1-1 with one out. Swung on and missed. Count moves to 1-2. Swung on and hit in the left center field. Nobody's going to get to it. That drops for a hit. So a one-out single puts a runner on first. That's hit in the right field for a hit. Runner advances to third. And there's now runners on first and third with only one out. And Rebels have something going again. Drive's got to make plays. That's hit. Nice catch by Turbo. She's going to get the double play. There you go. That gets you out of an inning. Nice play by Turbo to make the play and get the second out and third out of the inning. That goes 6-3 and ends the inning. Rebels don't score. We move to the top of the third inning. Drive trailing by 1. We move into the top of the third inning. Helena to start.
Tomorrow, and now I'm not doing anything. Huh? Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Because there's no school tomorrow. Yeah. You just come out here and call with me tomorrow. Nah, I gotta work. I'm probably gonna be propped up like this with an ice pack under me tomorrow. Andy said I have a new guy tomorrow. He's been doing baseball. Good luck. This is going to train with. Yeah.
Helena comes up. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. This game got started somewhere around 5:05. So, about 30 minutes in. That's hit on the ground to the pitcher, and that's an out. One away.
Andy won't be able to afford me tomorrow. I'll tell you that right now. 60. 60 per.
Madley comes to the plate. Just one away. Tipped. It's a strike nonetheless. It's 0-1. Drive making contact, but they've got to get some runners on board. Fouled back to the backstop. It's now 0-2. Started off on fire with Bella getting that stand-up triple to start the contest, but really been next to nothing since then. The 0-2. Way high. That's a changeup that didn't go as planned. Count moves to 1-2. Madley. Way outside. That's 2-0. 2-2. Two. Swung on, hit in the air.
Miss it! It's not there, go!
I don't know what that was about. Madley pops out. I guess that's the grandfather of the second baseman yelling at her to miss it. Interesting. That brings up Neely. Neely fouls it to the back. And it's 0-1. Neely way behind on that swing. Count moves to 0-2 quickly. Outside, count moves to 1-2. So Neely facing a 1-2 pitch. Way high. 2-2. On the inside corner for strike three. Neely goes down looking. That ends the inning. Drive doesn't score. We move into the bottom of the third inning, trailing 2-1. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Drive trailing Rebels 2-1. Important contest here for Drive. If they can pick up a victory here, they will wrap up no worse than a 2 seed and get a bye in the first round of the single elimination bracket. Only have to win 2 games to win the championship. Otherwise, they got an earlier start and have to win 3. First pitch. Inside for a ball. It's 1-0. We're coming live from inside my weather pod. It's pink today. Swung on and hit into left field for a single. So a leadoff batter is aboard. Here in the bottom of the third inning. And Drive's got to work to keep the score at 2-1. First pitch, the next batter on the outside corner for a strike. It is 0-1. Next pitch, swung on, change. Gets away from Madeley. Runner's able to advance to second. Throw was way late. It's 0-2. So a runner on scoring position. That's strike 3 for 1 away. Here in the bottom of the third inning. Drive needs to get outs. As you can see right now, the wind's picking up a little bit. So, promise it's not an earthquake. Just a little bit of wind. Next batter. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Everybody's got to be cognizant of that runner on second base. The 0-1. Swung on and hit into right field. I don't know who's going to get to it. It drops for a hit. There's a runner coming around. That ends up being a long single. Runner's now on first and third with 1 away. That was just perfectly placed between Taylor and Natalie in the outfield. Drops for a single. Runner's now on first and third. First pitch at the letters for a strike. 0-1. Runner advances to second on catcher's indifference. Now runners on second and third. Swung on and hit. Line drive. Nice stop by Tinley to get the out. There's 2 away. Runner still on second and third. Really important play there. As they get it out without anybody advancing. Hit on the ground into left field for a hit. 1 run is in. Second run coming around. Somebody needed to cut that off. Runner advances to second on the throw. It's now 4-1. Drive's got a little bit more of a mountain to climb now. Down 4-1. First pitch. Up high for a ball, 1-0. Solidly hit single. Between third and short. The 1-0. Right down the middle for a strike. It's 1-1. Shows bunt. Drops it down, but it's foul. Count moves to 1-2. Good idea with everybody back. If it had found a way to stay fair, more than likely would have been an infield single with runners on first and third again. Instead, it's a 1-2 count, and Bella has to close the door on them right now. Swung on and missed. That's strike 3. That ends the inning. Rebels get a couple runs. We move to the top of the 4th, and likely the last inning, drive down 4-1. We move into the top of the 4th inning. It's go time. And the top of the order is coming up. I see Maya is now in the dugout. So she might be getting a bat somewhere here in the top of the 4th inning when it's opportune. Bella, Tinley, Turbo, Tessa scheduled up. Tessa, if somebody gets on base. We need a lot of people to get on base right now here in the top of the 4th. Swung on. Out of play. That's 0-1. Bella lunged at that pitch. Needs to wait for it to get into the zone. It's 0-1. Swung on, hit on the ground to the third baseman. Easy throw, easy out. 1 away. Looking at the standings right now, there is still a window of possibility that Drive gets the 2 seed, even with a loss here. Rebels come into this 0-2. First pitch outside, 1-0. End of the day, we want to get a win. But being a top 2 seed is advantageous, as you only need to win 1 to get in the championship, 2 to win the tournament. Swung on and missed for a strike. That was way out of the zone. Last weekend, Rebels and Drive played to a 5-5 tie. Right now it's 4-1 Rebels. Way outside is 2-1. the fact that Drive has only given up 1 run prior to this contest may play a very key role in who moves on to the 2 seed. Swung on and hit in the left field. And that's dropped. That's an error. Tinley reaches on an error. As it was in the glove of the left fielder, she was right under it. Just couldn't close the glove. So let's see if Drive can capitalize on some errors from the Rebels. Wait, and then Drive. Turbo comes up to the plate with Tinley aboard. Only 1 out. Swung on, hit on the ground. Shortstop. Can't make the play at second. That's a fielder's choice. Tinley is safe at second. Turbo reaches. So runners at first and second. Tessa up. Let's drive it, Tessa. That's right down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Tessa in a critical spot here. Drive down 3. Runners on first and second. Only 1 out. Give a little lift. Wait for it to get there. That's up high. It's 1-1. The 1-1 to Tessa. That did hit her. So that hits her. Tessa's aboard. Bases are loaded. Only 1 out. And Taylor coming to the plate. Last time up, Taylor hit it so hard I was afraid she was going to do damage to the pitcher. Pitcher made it a defensive catch. That was amazing. Now, if Taylor can get a hard smash in a right center field, that might clear the bases. So drive down 3. Taylor at the plate. Bases loaded. Only 1 out. That pitch. On the ground. Gets away from the catcher just barely. Tinley started to come. Stopped. Wisely. It's 1-0. Taylor just waiting for her pitch so she can drive it somewhere. The 1-0. Up high. 2-0. No need to play around on the bases right now. Let that be a distraction of the pitcher. But don't get yourself picked off in a critical juncture right here. 2-0. Swung on and fouled safely off to the left side. It's 2-1. So Taylor with a 2-1 count. Hit on the ground to third. Shortstop. Nobody's able to make a play. Everybody's safe. That goes down as an infield single. A run comes across. It's now 4-2. Ryan now coming to the plate. So bases loaded. Only 1 out. Drive got 1 in. Hit on the ground through the middle into right center field. Turbo's in. Tessa's in. Taylor's going to third. And we've got a tie ball game. That's a 2-run single for Ryan. And the game is tied at 4. Clutch hit by Ryan to tie the ball game. And now, with runners on first and third, still only one out, Natalie comes to the plate looking to give Drive the lead. She puts a bunt down, but it goes foul. Good thought. Curious to see if they'll get Ryan moving on a pitch that isn't contacted with Taylor on third. The 0-1 shows bunt. Bunts it foul. It's now 0-2.
Hey, here you go. You're a good hitter. Let's go. Ball in play.
So a tie ball game, Natalie facing an 0-2 count. Swung on and missed. That's strike 3. First base was occupied at the time of the third strike. Ryan advances to second, but Natalie's unable to advance to first. It's an automatic out with the runner at first base occupying. So there's 2 away, and that brings up Helena. Taylor's on third. Ryan's on second. Helena needs a hit here. A hit here would give Drive the lead. First pitch to Helena, fouled off to the back. It's 0-1. Helena batting from the left side here. That's popped up foul. And it's 0-2. So quickly, Helena's down 0-2. That pitch was up at her head. Not the best pitch to offer at. Need to get a hit here. The 0-2. That's down low. Nice stop by the catcher. Count moves to 1-2. So a 1-2 count to Helena. Swung on and hit in the air right to the pitcher. That ends the inning. Drive scores 3, ties it, and we move into the bottom of the 4th inning. Drive needs to hold them to earn a tie. We move into the bottom of the fourth inning, and Maya comes in to pitch to close out this ball game. She comes in for Bella, who moves into right field. I believe those are the only changes we have here in here. Maya comes in to pitch. Bella goes into right. This is a defensive inning. Get the 3 defensive outs. And we earn a tie. Will end up being the 2 seed. And as the 2 seed, we'll be playing at 2:20 p.m. tomorrow right here in this same field. With a loss, there's still a window of opportunity to get the 2 seed, but a tie here for sure would clinch that 2 seed and get us that 2:20 start tomorrow here in Choctaw. Already a successful tournament thus far for Drive, as they've won 2. Unfortunately, they can't win this here, as I expect time to run out here in the next 2 minutes. But they can pick up a tie and go 2-0-1. They can be unbeaten in today's pool play. First pitch from Maya. Inside for a ball. It's 1-0. So Maya pitched in the opener. Next pitch. Outside for a ball. It's 2-0. She might be a little bit amped up. Just needs to take a breath. Throw easy. That pitch inside, and it's now 3-0. This game will either end in a tie or a 5-4 victory. That pitch fouled to the backstop. It's 3-1. 3-0 swinging, foul to the backstop. The 3-1. That's inside, ball 4. And the pitcher's aboard. The opposing pitcher is aboard. They're going to do a courtesy. Courtesy for the pitcher. Put some extra pressure on Drive here. Defense needs to tighten up here. And a few times today they have. Umpire making sure all's kosher with the courtesy runner. Leadoff runner aboard. Shows bunt on the outside corner for a strike. That ball bounced in, backed up by Natalie. It's a strike, but a runner's now on second with nobody out. 0-1. Rebels just need to push one run across to get the win. The 0-1. Pitch inside for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Fastball that Rebels couldn't catch up to. Uh-oh. Down. Nice stop. The throw to third, I had to move around my angle. She must have slid under the tag. 2-2, runner now on third with nobody out. Swung on and hit in the right field. That's down for a hit. That's the end of the game. That's the ball game. That's a single that ends the game. It's a 5-4 victory. Game ends at 5-4. And drive goes to 2-1 in the pool play. And we'll wait to see whether or not